Testing 1 2 1 2. This reading, welcome back, guys. I've just had a download transmission, and this reading, we're going to be looking into one Martin Bormann, no relation to Michael Mann, George Foreman, but it's getting Miroslav close. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, and I'd like to thank my ancestors. I'd like to thank my ancestors for the downloads and also for this opportunity, for being chosen to be the one who brings this into the light, to be the light that shines in the darkness. We're going straight to the kipper. I hope this is going to record, because you know what? Recently I found out that I don't even like to do a test run when I'm recording a video. I like to just go straight and record using the flow of the spirit to communicate with me. I don't like to test things out and see, is it going to work? Is it going to work? I like to just go off the cuff and speak from the heart, allowing spirit to dictate or communicate straight through me. Okay, we're going to start off with the kipper. I'm going to open this window momentarily. Actually, do you know what? I probably don't even need to really open it. I probably don't even, that one's actually, you can see partly through. But anyway, this reading is going to be about Martin Bormann. This card just kept through. We have marriage. So this is a couple. Okay, we're going to look into Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann is, for those people that's out there, Martin Bormann is possibly going to be a person that has been, labeled as some sort of a handler. It could be connected to the military. It would be, people that are behind this program, people that have been doing illegal surveillance on your life. So Martin Bormann is a code name. Martin Bormann is a code name for a person who's involved closely with the military. I know being involved in the military, I know they've been perpetrating your life. This is a person that could be responsible, and he could be one half, because one thing. Okay, let's do this reading on Martin Bormann. So the couple comes out. So Martin Bormann is related to, is one half of the male who's related to people that have been surveilling you. Incoming message. Father says there's going to be an incoming message. So we're going to go into the flow of the spirit right here. Martin Bormann. Let's do a reading on Martin Bormann. I'd like to remove my energy from this reading. Let this reading be strictly about Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann. No relation to George Foreman, but it's getting Miroslav close. No relation to Michael Mann, but it's getting this card. Okay. Martin Bormann has received a message of concern. Also, so this is going to be Martin Bormann has received a message of concern. So this person is in the outskirts, who's been observing, surveying your life. It's in the outskirts. And this curtain here in his home has received a message of concern. It's close. Received a message of concern. Martin Bormann. This is a message about Martin Bormann. Who is Martin Bormann? Please give us a message about Martin Bormann. Holy Spirit, please give us a message about Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann. No relation to Michael Mann or George Foreman, but it's getting Miroslav close. Let's get one more card for Martin Bormann. So he's received a message of concern. So he's received a message of concern that lets him know that he's got to leave the collective. So this is a person that is closely tied with. You might have been gang stalked by this person, who's the person that's been responsible for your gang stalking, or one of these chief handler, not to be mistaken for chief handler who's on YouTube. Chief handler. This person is a chief handler who's been responsible for sending people to gang stalk you, who may even be a financier of the gang stalking program. He's received a message of concern. What's this message of concern that he's received, Holy Spirit? What is the message of concern that Martin Bormann has received? We need one card, please. What is the message of concern that he's received? Martin Bormann. Will that card want to come out? See what comes out again. What is the message of concern that Martin Bormann has received? So Martin Bormann is a chief handler. He will probably be responsible for sending honey traps your way. He could also be responsible for sending people to observe and track you. He's the person who's in contact with the people that have been sent to watch over you. He's the financier. He could be the financier person that's financing this entire program or overseeing this entire program. Michael Bormann. Martin Bormann, rather. Like, a slip of the tongue, that could also mean that Archangel AA is onto him. The angel of the Lord is onto him. So that's his message of concern. It also could be that he has received a message of concern. Why is this message of concern? Holy Spirit, I'm going to get one more. Why is this message of concern that is received? Message of concern. Why is this message of concern? These cards are on. Oops. Okay, let me get a message. What's this message of concern? What is this message of concern? I'm going to take these two. I'm going to take these two. I'm going to take these two. It's not that one. Okay, the great fortune. Let's take these two. There's one of these. Oh, they're looking at poverty. These two are going back in there. This is the card I wanted to come in, but somehow they want to get in the way. Martin Bormann, you're looking at poverty. Martin Bormann, he receives the message of concern. So these people that are responsible for this gang stalking, they receive a message of concern. They've been rejected of this great fortune that they might have been sitting on. Because we spoke earlier about this great fortune. It's in reverse. They're losing a great fortune. This great fortune is in reverse. So Martin Bormann, this is your reading. This great fortune is in reverse. Martin Bormann had a decision here. Martin Bormann was given this task of overseeing this gang stalking program. So he sent these cladded women towards you, or men. But what you found is that they were unable to follow through. They went after an earth angel, and they were unable to follow through. They went after an earth angel on duty, and he was unable to follow through. He'd been stopped by the angel of the Lord in the spirit world. Because earlier we almost called him Michael Bormann. His name is Martin Bormann, which is a code name for a person that has not only sold his soul, but he was delivered or sent. He's been delivered. And he's losing a great fortune. He's lost a great fortune. And Martin Bormann is now looking at poverty. Calling on the ancestors. Martin Bormann is looking at poverty. He's looking at facing financial ruin. But that's also a card. Who is this Martin Bormann? So he's received a message of concern, which could possibly be a transmission or a download from the entities or the superiors that he has. They've given him a message of concern that his great fortune is going to be taken away from him. This also includes, I'm going to have a look at this card one time. It says 26. 26 is also, in some decks, also the card for the devil, number 26. There's a certain deck that 26 is the number of the devil. So the devil is retrieving his support for Martin Bormann. The devil is retrieving all the finances that he has received. Number 26 is the devil in some decks. Number 26 is the devil in some decks. And also, this is who was financing Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann, he would have been receiving financial aid from the devil. And this financial aid has been retrieved. So now he's looking at poverty. So the devil has made some sort of bargain. And he's looking at, he's made some sort of falsity and bargain with the devil, possibly. And now the devil is revoking his support. Let's get one more. Let's get another card for Martin Bormann. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And then this is a journey. End of the journey also, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune has turned on Martin Bormann. The Wheel of Fortune has turned on Martin Bormann. And now, pardon me, I have to wipe my eye. Martin Bormann, the Wheel of Fortune has turned on him, and now he's looking at it. Now the journey that he's going on is a journey towards financial poverty or poverty, because now what he's going to find is ruin. He's been ruined. What he was doing behind the scenes is going to be made public knowledge, because he's received this message that he has lost the protection that he once had from his demonic superiors, mainly the devil who was superior him. So now his Wheel of Fortune is turned. The tide is turning on Martin Bormann. So now he's looking at financial ruin, also home change. He's going on a journey. This journey could be a journey of basically it's like being on the top of the wheel and then going all the way to the bottom of the wheel. So the wheel turns. The wheel is turning. He's on his journey where the wheel is turning. So let's get one more card for Martin Bormann. Okay, and just off. Okay, wealthy man. Martin Bormann, wealthy man. You know how that goes. Poverty and wealthy man. So this is a wealthy man. So Martin Bormann is a wealthy man. He was the financier of this program. Martin Bormann, looking at toil and labor, 38. Martin Bormann is looking at toil and labor. Martin Bormann is in despair. He's in desperation. Illuminati. There's an Illuminati game card just in the rear view right here. The Illuminati game card also speaks about beware the pale horse. Number 13. So Martin Bormann would have been a wealthy man who had made his wealth kind of like but now, it was kind of like things were arriving to him. Things were being magnetized towards him. Wealth was being magnetized towards him. But now this wealthy man is going to have to graft for his work. This toil and labor. He's actually going to have to get his fingernails dirty. Now he's going to have to get his fingernails dirty in his toil and labor, because now he's going to be looking at 37, which is also the poverty card. Something about a child. What about the child? Something about the child, also 18. Something about the child. Holy Spirit, please clarify what the child card is. Please clarify what the child card is, because the child card came out. Holy Spirit, please clarify the child card. Why is the child card here? Because also, why is the child card here? Why is the child card here? This is a reading on Martin Bormann. This is a reading on Martin Bormann. Please clarify the child card. Child card. Empress in reverse. Child card, Empress in reverse. I'm going to get one more. Child card. Empress in reverse. Okay, so that's 18. 21. Let's talk about 21 seconds. 21 seconds. 21 seconds. 21 seconds. Also the world. The universe. I wanna clarify the child card one more time because let's card 21 seconds. 13 twice. Beware the pale horse. I'm gonna find out for you guys who wrote Beware the Pale Horse, because it's been on my mind. I was wondering, is it William Bill something? I don't know. Beware. Behold, William Cooper. William Cooper. Beware. Behold, or rather, Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. Behold, behold, behold the pale horse. Behold the pale horse. So he's obviously wanted because you have this card out twice, and Martin Bormann, no relation to Michael Mann, no relation to George Foreman, but he's getting close. What's done in the dark is seen. You see here, you see the Pale Horse by William Cooper. We'll be going back to the Kipper. And, also, number 18 speaks about the endings, the endings, the endings, the endings. Number 18 speaks about the endings. Also, number 18 in the original tarot is the moon. So this is what he doesn't see. But he already knows this. He's clutching his heart. He's there clutching his heart. 13, 14. 13, 14. Descending. 13, 14. 13, 14. 14 is catching his heart. Could be a heart attack. The news may even give him a heart attack. I mean, proverbially, it depends on his. It also depends on what kind of. So this is kind of a person that he has this arrogance to him. This kind of arrogance or a quiet arrogance where he believes that the universe is not susceptible to his behaviors. But the universe knows exactly what he's up to. Because, God's or Father's eyes are blue. And everywhere he goes, he's seen. 12, the hanged man. Or 12. Also, in this case, he's a privileged lady. So Martin Bormann is possibly from a privileged family, a privileged background. It's somebody's probably got, that was brought up in this program through a family from a privileged background. He had a financial backing through his family. His family could be wealthy. But what you find is that this fortune bargain or this great fortune that they had scored is now going to be repossessed. So he was once living a privileged lifestyle. And this message of concern that he's received is that he won't have the privileges anymore of a privileged lady. He won't have the privileges of a privileged lifestyle. Let's hope that he lands Father says, land where? How can he land somewhere when he has burnt the bridges? Because here, the bridges that he's burnt is that the pale horse, the pale horse could already be in a proximity. Proximity. Why this privileged lady? Because there's no bridges. This guy's burnt all the bridges. The pale horse is also bringing about a change. You see, the angel Azrael is carrying a flag which bears the names of all the people that he needs to come into contact with. This flag, it has a lily white or white rose. On this white rose, it has names written on them. Metaphorically, it has names written on them of all the people, and each branch or each petal, each rose petal has a name. Martin Bormann, your name is on the rose petal. Your name is on the rose petal. And in case you guys are unable to, see that 13 and 13 altogether adds to the devil card. The devil card in certain decks is 26. So the devil is coming home to roost. The devil is coming home to collect. The devil is coming home to collect the check. Checkmate. 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 Checkers. Checkers. This is chess, not checkers. It's a bishop. A bishop. Kings. The king's already fallen in this deck. The death card. The king's already fallen. The bishop is here. There's a man, woman, and child. Get one more card, please. Collective, you're the Empress. Divine Feminine. 3 cards. Father gives you, collective, Father gives you the word of knowledge. Father gives you the word of knowledge. Father gives you the word of knowledge. Put these cards back. The Magician came out. The Magician came out. One of the cards that came out. Magician in the reverse. So this is a guy that possibly would have had, certain things available to him. He would have had, I want to say, resources. He has resources at his disposal. Now he finds out that these resources are being brought to an end. A distinct ending. 23 minutes. Oh, this could be a long one, but you know what? We're going to here to investigate, because I ain't even got the investigative cards. I'm here to investigate and find out who these people are. Martin Bormann, no relation to Michael Mann or George Foreman, but he's getting Miroslav Klose. So his resources are going to be frozen. There's a song in Frozen, by the way, guys. I'm going to take this one. Main female. Number 2 is a high priestess. Both of them, they're going to be facing the way. See, I'll find a new way to read cards, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll find a new way to read cards. If when a card comes out, if it doesn't stick to it, you know the enemy is close and he wants to deviate. But we don't need the tools in this card, because we already know the way of the universe. The universe is delivering very, very shortly. The angel Azrael, angel of the Lord, has been assigned, bringing ending and new beginnings. Endings and new beginnings, guys. Closing these cycles. Endings and new beginnings. This cycle's closed. Make no mistake about it, Martin Bormann. This cycle's closed. So, collective, you have closed the cycle. You got death card appearing twice. Death card appearing twice. At the bottom of the deck, you have courtship. So this could have been a couple that's finding an ending, a just ending. The ending is going to be just. Poetic justice is going to be served. We don't need the tools. We don't need the cards. We use the cards to clarify what we already is known. This reading is going to be about things that you already know. It's going to be giving an explanation mark. Spirit is going to just confirming what you already know. You've already closed the cycle. People are holding on for dear life. However, in order for them to let go, they may have to have a change of scenery if you understand the meaning. Like, the green pastures that they once had may change to a desert. If they were living in skyscrapers once upon a time, now in the near future, they're going to be living in some sort of wilderness. If they were living in tall skyscrapers or condos, next minute you're going to find out that they're going to be living in a steel walls, metal bars for these individuals in jail. A change of scenery is on the horizon for these individuals. In so many words. Let's get one more card, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, let's get one more card. Thank you. Get one more card. It's a reading of Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann, no relation to Michael Mann or George Foreman, but he's getting Miroslav close. Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann. This is your reading, Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann, no relation to Michael Mann or George Foreman, but he's getting Miroslav close. Martin Bormann was also a chancellery or a deputy chancellor for the Führer. Whoa. Martin Bormann. Let's get one more for Martin Bormann. These guys don't want to come out. Okay. We got it. We're going to go to... let's get some of these cards out. Holy Spirit. Kind of shuffle. I want to find out about Martin Bormann. So Martin Bormann is losing his great fortune and his great wealth. He relied on his great fortune and his great wealth. He was able to make things happen using money, using power, using money, using power, using his utilities for resource and also wealth. He had this wealth that he had possibly inherited from his family. This great fortune is going to be put into reverse for him. He's going to be reversing a galaxy of wealth. He's going to be reversed. A galaxy of wealth is going to be put into reverse for him. What else can we tell us about Martin Bormann, please, Holy Spirit? 3, 4, 5. Martin Bormann could also be somebody he believes himself to be a bit of a wordsmith or a bit of a Casanova of a manipulator or something like that. He believes that he might have been brought up with some sort of silver spoon, or he gets his articulation from a fortune bargain that he may have scored with a demonic entity. So then now this guy, he walks around and he says these words, these colourful words. He says these colourful words, these colourful words, these colourful words, and these colourful words. But guess what? He's going to be living in a world of black and white. Second dimension of space and time. Living in a dimension of space and time. These colourful words have lost their meaning. His words have lost their weight. He's not worth the same without the gold, is he? So there's an overwhelming feel about this man who says he's glittered in gold, glittered in gold. Everywhere he walks, he says he's a pavement. He could be a reptilian. This guy says he's like a reptilian to me. He could be in a reptilian. I get the sense, Martin Bormann, you're a reptilian. You're a reptilian shapeshifter. I get the sense you're a reptilian shapeshifter. Martin Bormann. I get the sense you're a reptilian shapeshifter. There's nowhere to hide though. There's nowhere for you to shapeshift, especially when you're no longer able to shapeshift, except for when you're in chains. Martin Bormann. You're a shapeshifter, reptilian shapeshifter, are you? Martin Bormann, he could also be an owner of a limited company. Martin Bormann, his family could have been in ownership. He could have been raised in a family where you could say he had won with the silver spoon. Or he might have believed himself to be a bit of a self-styled. But we're going to see. Give us a card, please, Holy Spirit. Martin Bormann. Self-styled reptilian shapeshifter. It was a code name for somebody who talks out the side of their neck with lies and half truths. Beware the styles of the man who talks at the side of his neck, looking hard, but he won't realize that he will never amount to Lord Father. So this is a man who may see himself to being a bit of a control freak. So many words. I've seen the like of these kind before. Reptilian shapeshifters. They talk out the side of their neck. Their words carry no weight without their funds. These people here, I've seen them come and I've seen them go. Many a time. We got rid of one of them before. We'll get rid of the other one. Again. Martin Bormann. No relation to Michael Mann or George Foreman. But you're getting really close. Get a card. We see what comes up here. Masonic Lodge. Masonic Lodger. Who's actually finding himself. Pardon me. Masonic Lodger who actually find himself homeless. Date night in reverse. Date night in reverse. I want to keep that one out there. So this guy finds himself to be a bit of a Casanova. Partnership. Casanova. Martin Bormann, you're about to go on a journey. To boldly go where no man has gone before. You're going to boldly go to a place where no man has gone before. Martin Bormann. A deception. We've been rolling by deception. Because this guy, he can even be lingering around. Date night deception. Oh, let's see what else comes out. Martin Bormann could be a Gemini. We got rid of one of them before. Even though when I was performing or pretending to be a Gemini, we got rid of him. We did. Sagittarius. He could be a Sagittarius. Or we could get rid of him in Sagittarius season. We're currently in Sagittarius season right now. Approaching Capricorn. Martin Bormann. He is found guilty. He's found guilty. He could be a Sagittarius. Or he could be a Gemini. Martin Bormann, you could also be a Virgo or an Aquarius. We're going to find out. See what comes out. Martin Bormann, you're under surveillance, my friend. If you're actually, I think you already know. Because you received this temperance message of concern. Martin Bormann, needless to say, you're under surveillance. Mac Target. Now you know why it feels like to be a target. Mac Target. McMahon. McCarthy. Macklemore. McDaniels. Mac Jeffrey. Mac McMahon. McMahon. Mac. I nearly forgot his name. He's Bormann. Bormann, the son of Bormann. The son of Bor. Bormann. Martin Bormann. It could also be in the military. Martin Bormann could also be in the military intelligence services. He could be connected somewhere with the military. He could be from a militaristic family, a military background. He could be either in the military or military intelligence. It could be in some form of services of the military law branch. A couple here again. We've got the lovers, also a couple, but also we know the number 15 is the devil. So, you know, this card might have come out as in the lovers. You see the dove here, guys. Also, I'm getting here, guys, is that love isn't really at home. Home is not where the heart is it? For these individuals. These individuals are not living in a loving relationship. They're seeking, they're forever seeking what it is that they can never be able to find. They're seeking love and finding nothing. They're living in an empty space of space. They're living in an empty place of space. I'm going to get a couple more cards because otherwise, I know how this goes. I'm going to get one more, two cards, and after that, we're going to come back because I'm not finished with Martin Bormann. We're not finished with investigating Martin Bormann. But I'm going to come back with a quick fire, rapid session, and I'm going to let the cards sling. Let the cards do their thing. Let's get one more. We get one more. Lovely, jabbly. Martin Bormann, he's a false person, no doubt about it. This has been your reading. Love you. God bless. Mwah.